What's up, guys? Travis here.
And the Freak Joe.
And we are continuing on through our haunted cemetery tour, our freaky cemetery tour of Wisconsin. And it brings us here to Walnut Grove Cemetery in Glenbeulah,
Wisconsin.
There we go. Well, Joe, since you pretty much know how to pronounce everything, why don't you tell them about the cemetery?
Yeah, so I couldn't find an official start date for the cemetery, but they do have graves going back to the mid-1800s. This is considered to be one of the most haunted cemeteries in Wisconsin. One of the reasons I think that it feels haunted is because you have to drive up this creepy, freaking, twisty, windy road to get to it. And it is just in the middle of a little grove back here. It's very creepy. One of the things that makes this a particularly scary place is there is a local legend of a man who tried to hang himself here, and instead of stopping when the rope pulled taut, his head popped off. And so there are stories of an apparition walking down the hill holding his severed head. Also at the cemetery is the grave of a young girl who only was, I believe she was 5 days old when she passed. Her name is Grace Baumann. And a lot of people leave toys and knickknacks and things for her by her grave. Yeah, so we'll probably look at that. That'll be interesting. And that's everything I know about it.
Yeah. And what we're going to do with this one is we're done with a few of them because I kind of like how we do it.
Yeah.
Joe's going to go one way. I'm going to go another. We're going to view as much of the cemetery as possible, and you guys get both our perspectives on it. So, Joe, if you're ready, I am. Let's go check out the cemetery. Alright, guys. It's weird because it kind of looks like a driving path around here, but we want to walk this as much as possible because I want to see some of these cool stones. Auto. Yeah, one of the cool things about a lot of these old stones, they give you obviously the time that you were born and time you passed away, but also the age and everything, days, weeks, months. I think that's kind of cool. It just gives me an idea for when it's my time to go. Maybe I want my days, weeks, and months kind of inscribed. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I can't really read it, unfortunately. Pile. It's a stone here, at least a marker W. I see a lot of these tree ones. Actually, a lot more often than I ever have ever since I started doing these vlogs. Never really saw them in any cemetery I've ever been to until we started doing these vlogs, and it's always kind of cool to see interesting stones like that, unique, different. Looks like we got maybe a family here. Myron, Louise Barber, Joseph Weifler. So that's interesting. So we got Joseph Weifler, Myron Barber, Louise Barber Weifler. So I'm guessing maybe she was married twice, and she has both her husbands buried on either side of her, which you don't really get too much of. Usually, I see a man and both wives, but I think that's the first time I ever saw a wife with two husbands.
some more fascinatingly old headstones that have fallen over that are basically unreadable. So I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but this like hand of glory thing. I really like it. So here's the grave of little Agnes. Must not have lived long at all. Don't even really have extra dates on there. Oh yeah. Read this through here. Ormed bunce, maybe? Can't read it at all. Incredible. Beautiful. Give you this view here. Just where all of the other cemeteries we've been to on this tour so far have been extremely uniform. These ones are just not. It's kind of just wherever there was space, they put people. So here's a cool little grove. At the back of the grove, another headstone fallen over. 1861. This one, because of the softness of the ground, has tilted away. Thomas Armstrong died in his 66th year. Lindemann, 83. So here's a more recent one. In here, I wonder, 1967. I'm gonna go back all the way here, I think. 1917. Right here at the back. So they really just are putting people wherever they can fit. I don't know that we've ever seen one like this. Maybe Bachelor's Grove would be the closest. Christ again. Christ and Mary. I wonder, I've never heard of people being named Christ like that. Christ Schaefer. Feldman's. George Milton. Maria Alward. Mildred Helton. Interesting. So I'm not 100% sure because there's no toys by it. Here's a Baumann. No, this is different. Clarence and Celesta. 1911 to 1995 and 1917 to 2000. Very long-lived people. Melvin G. Allward. I wonder if this is the husband of Maria back there. World War II. God bless him. Swing around, take a look at this. Dumas, same name as the writer of the Three Musketeers. Really cool old headstone. Looks like a family headstone, probably. And Metzger here, member of the American Legion. So probably fought in one of the wars. Oh, maybe not. Interesting. Young people. Young people shouldn't die. It's an unfortunate thing. Really makes me very sad. Mother and father. Foreign wars. This is a really well kempt part of this area. Rosalie Thomas. No, Dumas. Rosalie Dumas. Oh, interesting. There's an inscription here. Born at Winnihes, France, June 11th, 1797. Died April 14th, 1882. Dear mother, thou art something to rest. Thy toils and cares are over, and sorrow, pain, and suffering now shall never distress the more you. Lovely. There we go, John Dumas. The father has gone to a something of rest from the region, well, this one's harder to read, to the glory of God. I can't read it again. To never shall suffer again. So another Frenchman, which makes sense. Dumas is a French name. The writer of the Three Musketeers and then all that. Alexandre Dumas was French Haitian actually. So interesting to run into other Dumas or Metzgers here. Yeah, moving too fast for this. There we go. Never seen. I'm curious about this. Ella Jones. Armina Walters. Interesting. Fred and Ida. Oh, we gotta go check out this older place over here. Another one, just Dennis, flats, and back. But this one here, this is intriguing to me. It's another family plot, like we really haven't seen in Wisconsin. So Charles Weaver and Annabelle Fulton Weaver. I say it's much more visible in the video than it is in real life. But just a very cool little cemetery here at the back. Gone but not forgotten. Here at the back of Walnut Grove Road, or Walnut Road, whatever it was. Some more old stones falling apart. It's hard to tell what is the passage of time and what is vandalism, but
All right, we went up the hill a little bit here. A lot more older stones and markers up this way. Well, check out this fencing area right up over here. Clark. Yeah, Yoda. William H. Clark. So we got 1873, 1888. Interesting because that's actually a stone. I wonder if it's a seat. It's interesting. God, I hate when crackling in the woods happen behind me. It's cool to kind of have all these fenced off areas. Got Swift. Here you got Beck. Stone up front there's all smashed up. Some newer stones over there. Of course, older ones right here. That's kind of cool. Unfortunately, can't see the name. A couple of the broken ones here in front.
Oh yeah, look, the other mountains.
Nice, yeah.
I wonder if it's just like the sentiment that children shouldn't die, or if there's like what's the reasoning behind leaving toys if you're just a stranger visiting, you know? Like if it's your family or whatever, I totally get it, but
Superstition, I guess. I mean, kid's out here by himself.
Yeah, maybe it helps make them feel better. Did you get this log here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I haven't seen one in a while.
It actually is, there were 3 that are by that tree back there.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, like we usually see like a husband and 2 wives?
Yeah.
That one, I'm guessing, is a wife and 2 husbands.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Nice. That's cool.
All right, Joe, what'd you find?
I thought it was a cool little cemetery. I don't know that I found a whole lot. It seems like you got a lot more ground covered than I did. But I found back there are the most recent graves, and there are some that are even really well taken care of still. Some fresh mulch put back there. Mm-hmm. Very interesting. And Dumas. Alexandre Dumas was the writer of the Three Musketeers and the Count of Monte Cristo and stuff.
Interesting. So that's them?
No, it's not him, but it's the same last name.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think one of the cool things about this, because, I mean, obviously in bigger cemeteries, you see a lot of, like, family sections and stuff like that. In smaller cemeteries like this, we never really see them fenced off, gated off, and stuff as much as here, because I think there's about 4 different gated off family sections.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It was cool seeing one of the tree stones again. Honestly, like, until we started doing these vlogs, I've never seen anything like that.
Right, I've never paid attention for them before.
And then, obviously, the coolest thing was, you know, seeing one woman with 2 husbands buried on each side. Yeah. Because typically it's always the male with 2 wives.
Yeah, which is weird because women have a longer life expectancy.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see that set up. Yeah. And it's cool. Her first husband's last name was Barber. Her second husband's last name was Weifler. Mm-hmm. And so her last name was Barbara Weifler.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Yeah, so I think it's a cool cemetery, and I'm glad we got a chance to see it.
Yeah, me too, absolutely. So if you're ever in Glenbeulah, if you can pronounce it enough to drive here, come check it out. It's a cool place.
Yeah, and make sure you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you have been here before, you know, leave a comment, let us know you've been here, your experience being here, how you felt about the cemetery, if you ever seen anything creepy or anything. We'd love to hear your feedback. So again, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure you check out all the cemeteries in this vlog, as well as the other ones we did in Indiana and Illinois in the past. So
that's right.
Thank you for tuning in. As always, I'm Travesty.
And I'm the Freak Joe.
And thank you for coming along with us on this freaky cemetery tour.